Welcome everybody to our third and fourth place match. I am Nyoken, of course, joined by Scan. It's going to be Hero versus Queen. This is going to be an epic ZVZ. What are you thinking about this matchup, Scan?
Well, last time in Season 11, previous season, we have seen Queen was leading the score 2-1, but then Hero made a comeback and ended up Hero winning the series of that best of 5 series from last season. And now it's another same match and same third place match again. So this is gonna be Queen's another opportunity for the revenge match.
Yeah, and I was actually looking at Spawnbong before I got into the stream, and in the past year, Queen and Hero have played only 35 times, but a 70% win rate for Queen. So this is going to be a tough matchup for Hero, but lately, Hero's been playing quite well, so I think he's got a good shot.
True. And Hero has been showing such a nice Muta micro against Terran, like Light, like how he was dominant with the Muta Zergling micro. And I wonder if he can still pull out the same Muta micro level in this ZVZ against Queen, who has been playing so well in ZVZ and beating Soulkey 3-2 last time in a round of 8.
Yeah, this is going to be a great ZVZ. Now, what are the maps today is my question, or what's the order of the maps? I mean, we got to see them before the cast ended the other day, but I can't remember exactly the order. Now, of course, finals is going to be next Sunday, guys. Make sure that you are aware that that time says 6 p.m. Korean, so this is going to be 1 hour earlier than usual. You don't want to miss the first 1 or 2 games, potentially. So definitely keep that in mind when you tune in next Sunday. We're getting a rundown of the bracket just to see how ASL unfolded. We see Queen beat Soulkey, Mini took down Royal, then Rush took down Soma, and Hero took down Light. Then we had great play from Mini in the round of 4, taking down Queen. And then, of course, Rush with absolutely insane macro versus Hero takes him down, and that sets us up for the Mini versus Rush finals.
And yes, today's match is ZVZ. Some people not like to watch the mirror matchup, but it is somewhat interesting to see which player has a better Muta micro than the other. And I'm pretty sure the first map was the Eclipse and the last map was Lemon. I would like to see all the 5 games.
Yeah, I want to definitely see all. Is it just 5 today?
Yeah,
is
best of 5.
Oh man, that's a bit surprising that they would have the round of 4 to be a best of 7, but then the actual third and fourth place match just be best of 5. So yeah, okay. I do hope that it goes to all 5 games, because this ZVZ is going to be amazing. Of course, a lot of people think Queen is the top Zerg, but Hero, I think he's changing a lot of people's minds lately because he's been crushing it. And of course, Lemon is the last map, as expected. But Eclipse, that's a map that we've seen get picked a lot. So it should be fireworks right from the get-go.
It feels like neither of the players do not like to choose the new ASL map from this Season 12. Revolver. What else was in it? Revolver, Goodnight, Lemon, some other map, but I cannot really recall. But I guess the first 3 maps is gonna be the casual map that we have been seeing from the previous season: Eclipse, Ascension, and Polypoid.
Yeah, it's going to be the maps that everybody knows and loves, and look at that win rate. We do see that it is surprisingly high across the board. You know what's funny is that Protoss win rate last season, before he faced Mini, what was it? It was like a 70% win rate, right? But then Mini won 8 games versus Queen, and Queen only won 2. So now you can see it might have even been 80%, but you can see it has plummeted. I'm doing air quotes right there because it's still a 60% win rate, but there might be a bit of a rivalry between Queen and Mini, because Mini's just got the best of them, gotten the best of him for now. Now we get a look at Hero's win rate. Honestly, the win rates are pretty similar, about 52% for ZVZ versus for Hero. But as I mentioned, versus Queen in particular, at least for this past year, Queen's been crushing Hero at a 70% win rate, at least according to Spawnbong.
Yeah, so they have been playing a lot of offline stage games, and Hero did play 100 games so far, so that seems like a decent stats we can see. So it looks like players are about to get ready here. First map, it is gonna be played on Eclipse. I feel like whoever gets into the top right side, they're gonna play more greedy play style, I would say.
Yeah, because they have that extra mineral boost, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, and of course in ZVZ, when you have a low drone count or a low worker count in general, any slight advantage can be a huge factor. So I kind of agree there might be a slight advantage. The question to me is who gets top middle on Ascension. I'm waiting to see that. But we're going to be getting into game one, guys. It's going to be Eclipse, Hero versus Queen. Ooh, okay. So in the top right, our red Zerg with that extra mineral boost. It is Queen. And then in the bottom left, we have the one and only Hero. Every time I see Queen, I just want to call him Zero, and the fact that Hero's ID is Hero, it's throwing me off a bit. But top right, of course, he's got that extra mineral boost. So what do you think he's going to use that for? Like, is he going to go 12 hatch? Do you think he's going to go for 12 pool or something?
Well, I think since it's kind of like lots of mind game between these ZVZ matchup, I feel like Queen will go for 12 hatchery, but if he wants to play a little bit safe, then I would say 12 pool. But we see Hero is stop making drone after 7.
Okay, I have to say, I don't know if I've ever seen a 7 pool in ZVZ. I have seen it a few times in Zerg versus Terran. It is a actual playable build versus Terran, but ZVZ? I don't know. Now we'll see how Queen is going to open, because if this is an 11 hatch or a 12 hatch, that may just be a dead base.
Well, I actually have seen someone was playing 7 pool before and beating Queen, and that is Zalor. Zalor, remember the guy who made it into ASL round of 16, beating Snow and JD in the round of 24 that time. I'm pretty sure it was in season 8 or somewhere around there. And Zalo beat Queen with 7 pull that time.
Whoa. Okay, gas is being mined and he has 3 on minerals. Okay, well, this is going to be fast speed with fast lings. You know, actually, as I was seeing this unfold, I thought, you know what? Maybe he could send like 2 drones with his pool, with his lings, and go for a sunken rush, because he's obviously going to have a little bit more minerals than something like a 5 pool. But this, yeah, this is going to be new to me. We'll see how this actually fares versus Queen's build. We can see that Hero, he has just 6 drones, so he's mega all in. But he's going to avoid the Overlord. He may even actually be able to avoid the second Overlord. I'm kind of looking at the pathing. He may be able to just barely get through the shadows.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
So in maybe about like 2 years ago, I would like to talk a little bit more about Zalot here. Zalot faced against Queen in Seoul qualifier in day 1, and Zalot beat Queen 2-0 with 7 pull and some other standard build. But that time 7 pull actually worked against Queen, and we are seeing once again Hero pulling out 7 pull against Queen. But now this is like the same scenario where I've seen 2 years ago. Queen was struggling defending the 7 pull rush, and yeah, that Zergling speed is gonna be done momentarily, and now drones cannot really do the drone drill here too.
Yeah, the drone pull, what was it, almost all of the drones. And you can see that Hero actually delayed sending these links, because I think he wanted to disguise it as a 9 pull, but we see it's actually a 7 pull with speed, and that is an overwhelming amount of links. It's what, 9 versus 4? But the drone drills have actually been really good, and look at Queen, he's caught up in link count now.
A nice defense, sacrificing some drone too, but Queen is also getting the metabolic boost as well. I'm pretty sure metabolic boost is about halfway done, losing another drone, but some Zerglings are getting stuck by the egg.
Yeah, 8 lings are left over, and there's just 2 or 3 left over for Queen. More are popping out, but drones are falling left and right. Look at the Queen supply, it's at 9, Queen or Hero at 14. I think it's over, Scan.
I mean, Queen is actually having that floating Overlord at 7 o'clock. At the minimap we can see that Overlord is watching Hero's main base. Queen knows Hero doesn't have lair tech whatsoever. And when he looks at it at the 7 o'clock, what happened to your drone count? I mean, he's probably gonna get the replay too.
Wow. Well, that was over in an instant, and I was watching Hero's movement with the Lings where he kind of just sat in the middle of the map for a few seconds, and I thought, well, I don't know about this now, but I think this was a great disguise, making it look like it was 9 pool, and Queen just didn't have a chance. I thought the drone drilling was great, but just not enough.
Yeah, maybe as you said, Sunken Rush would have been one of the possibility, but I guess 7 pool is just way too fast and have too many Zerglings to stop it with 11 hatchery. I mean, we saw Queen was cutting off one drone to get at the hatchery a little bit quicker, and also the spawning pool at 10, I believe. Yeah, so he was having one less drone to have quicker buildings.
Yeah, let's look at the highlight here. We see that the Lings are moving across. Everything looks pretty normal. I'd have to rewatch some ZVZ replays to see, like, is this any faster than a typical 9 pool? Because honestly, I'm not sure exactly of the timing, but it looks slightly faster, like maybe just a couple seconds, but clearly it caught Queen off guard. He pulled like 9 drones to try and save this, and it just didn't matter. Look at it, it's 8 Lings versus 2, and they can't even get down the ramp.
Yeah, those drones pretty much blocking Queen's own Zergling. Cannot really pick up Hero's Zergling well here. I guess Hero did some nice peeling off those drone count.
Yeah, he did really well, because it's now just, well, now it's 6. And of course, those Lings that popped out just instantly died to the 4 Lings. And the drones on the left side, or drones didn't even help those Lings on the left side, and those died too. And it just was a huge snowball in favor of Hero. And man, nothing's going well for Queen lately. You know, he got crushed by Mini 4-1, and now he kind of just started off getting steamrolled in game 1 of this series. So he needs to start getting it together. Otherwise, this could be a very quick series.
Well, something just came into my mind is that I haven't gotten to see Queen playing one base lair tech play. I mean, we got to see, like, he always go for 2 base Mura, no matter what.
Well, that might have been the reason that Hero went for that aggressive build, knowing that Queen doesn't like to go for the 1 base play. He just wants to end it early if he can. I'll be keeping that in mind as we watch the next couple games. Next map is going to be Ascension. We all know top middle's the go-to spot to be. We'll see if either player can get it. Hero already up 1-0. We've only been here 5 minutes, Scan. So you know that's a bit depressing for Queen.
Yeah, I guess we're not going to be running into those commercial break nor hot 6. I guess the game was too fast. Go for the commercial break.
Yeah, I guess so. I still got to get my hot 6 rush before next Sunday. Man, look at Queen's face. Like, he's one of the players that you can see it in his face when he plays. Another person that comes to mind, of course, is Mini, but you can already tell that Queen's a bit annoyed with how that game went. Not too thrilled about it.
Yeah, Queen needs to clear up his mind and move into game number 2 Ascension. Hopefully he gets 12 o'clock once again.
Wow, he got both of the good spawns. He in the top middle, it is Queen, and in the bottom right we see the Hero up 1-0. And okay, every time that first drone popped, I don't know why, but whenever I see the 3 larvae available, I'm like, oh, it's gonna be a 5 pool. But I remember that, of course, the players don't have the 50 mineral resources just yet. You know, I'd actually like to see Hero just go for 7 pool again, just to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna kill you with this over and over. But we already see that has come and gone. No 7 pool, and we can see that
Ooh.
Oh, actually, Hero's mining a little bit faster than Queen.
Well,
He was for a second.
Well, we gotta still look at overall mining, but we just saw that stats of ASL Ascension of both of the players' stats. Queen has 0 wins on Ascension, actually.
What? How's that possible?
It just showed that Queen has 0 wins on an Ascension ZVZ matchup.
And did he? I don't think he picked this map, right? I think this was Hero's pick, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
so.
it was a hero pick, I believe, and we see both of the players have about same amount of mineral, but I'm pretty sure Queen is gonna be slightly ahead with the income.
Yeah, you can see that every now and then Queen is like 8 minerals or so faster, and the longer the game goes on, of course, the bigger the impact is going to be. Both players putting down that 11 hatch, so we've got mirrored builds. I always love this scenario in ZVZ because then it comes down to pure micro, pure strategy. You can't say like, oh, well, this guy had build order, win. It is just a battle of skill at that point. And we do have the pool coming down for both players.
Look how Queen, after putting down the spawning pool, he immediately made a drone. And now Hero's also droning up to, okay, I guess maybe the build of this 11 hatchery somewhat changed. 11 hatchery into temple, but then you make a single drone, so you can pretty much have those larva advantage and also have the more eco boost. So I like how they're optimizing with their build order with the 11 hatchery here.
Yeah, and of course, Queen has the advantage knowing where Hero is and knowing the openers. Hero, on the other hand, has to be a little bit weary that this could have been an early pool opener. You can see that Hero's actually banking up larva because he has no idea what the opener is.
Wow.
What the opener is. And Queen's up 2 drones already, which is huge in ZVZ.
Yes, that is definitely true. And both of the players have same amount of Vespene gas. Queen will be starting the lair. Hero's also starting the lair. Wow, that's a lot of drone Queen made. And I like this. Hero also made 2 more drones because none of the Zerglings was also coming. And as a Zerg player, he also knows why would you go 9 pool if you're at 12 o'clock. So yeah, he's doing those mind game strategy. Taking a little bit of a risk and pumping up 2 more drone here for Hero. That was a good plan.
Now, first 2 lings coming out for both players. Hero opting to get them out into the center of the map. Meanwhile, Queen gonna play a little bit defensive here. Seems like the build order was exactly the same. Lair, I wasn't sure if lair or speed came in first, but pretty much looks identical. Meanwhile, another drone at the natural for Queen, so he's trying to get as much econ advantage as he can. Ooh.
You gotta be careful, and I'm pretty sure Hero is also working on those mining boosts at the natural too. So yeah, both of the players have 1 mineral boost for each at the natural. So Queen is also doing it, Hero is also doing it. I like how both of the players are pretty much stubborn, setting up those drone line for the mineral boost. Yeah, you can see at the right side of the drone for Hero is getting all this mineral boost for auto mineral boost.
Speed has kicked in for Hero, and it didn't look like that many lings, maybe 10. Meanwhile, Queen, I think, has upwards of 16, maybe, something like that. So if there's an engagement, I think Queen's going to win the fight easily. Now, if he can find, okay, well, he doesn't want to bleed off 4 lings like that, I guarantee, and 10 lings are going to, okay, he realized he's getting backstabbed, so he's going to back off for now. And I think that was a very smart move. Both players, I saw the Spire go down at basically the same time. The extractor timing exactly the same. Now the question to me is, does either player have an additional drone at the natural? Because that will come into play the longer the game goes.
Well, to me, I feel like Queen has 1 more drone at the main. Queen is mining the main base with the 9 drone, and Hero was mining at his main base with 8 drone, I believe. So, Hero does have more of an income, but this 2 Zergling will be sneaking in. But at the same time, Hero's Zerglings are out of position. 1 drone falls.
My gosh, 2 drones, and that is crippling because Queen has had 3 on gas this whole time. Now Hero's only going to have 1. He's going to transfer from his main. He almost ends up losing a 3rd drone, and that also draws a lot of the lings out of position. Look how many are trying to just defend these 2 lings. Meanwhile, there's a lot of lings moving across the map.
Well, at the same time, we can see there are 4 eggs at the main base. That means the Mutalisk will be coming up momentarily, and yes, there is. And Queen did pick up 1 more drone at the main base.
Yeah, he got another drone, but the Mutas are going to come out and save the day. Somehow, Hero sneaks in 2 Lings. He's going to try and even the score. He takes down 1 drone. If he can get another one, even though he would have lost 3, that would have been great trade for him. Almost gets it. Just barely doesn't. But this is where Queen might start running away with it. Look how much more gas he has right now. Almost 150. That's 4 Scourge, almost 2 Mutalisk. It's even the +1 armor upgrade advantage potentially for him. But it seems right now, Hero has more Mutas. Maybe I see 8 on the map.
Yeah, I feel like Hero is the one has to be playing aggressively with squeezing all of his resources and larvae for Mass Scourge as soon as he has the right number of Mutalisks. And I think he's gonna go for the attack move, but at the same time, this is a counter attack with a handful of Zerglin will be going to Hero's natural.
Oh, base trade scenario in ZVZ. I haven't seen this in a very long time. A lot of DPS for both players, but there's Ling and Muta combo for Hero. So I think that if this is a real base trade scenario, Hero might actually win. Look at the control on the Mutalisk for Queen. He's at only just 4. And I think Hero has an overwhelming amount. It just looks like so much more. But here comes some Mutalisk from the side. Scourge popping out too. It's still 7 for Hero. Great control from him. But I see that the Nat has fallen for both players.
I think when we look at the supply count, it looks like the green color is more for us to see. Hero will be losing his main base too. But if he saves those drone and morph those Creek colony at Queen's main base, that would have been a different story.
Yeah, he saved up enough resources, was transferring the drones like you said, and Hero somehow, even though losing those 3 drones, he's able to just have flat out a bigger army. And I'll say steal game 2 from Queen because it looked like it was slightly in his favor.
I feel like Hero maybe got some advice by Larva. I mean, he just looks like so solid of his ZVZ play. I mean, remember how Larva was so behind against Hero in last season in semifinal? But then Larva was absolutely dominant, whatever the build order he's like, whether he's behind or he's at advantage. He just constantly dominated against Hero, and it looks like that's how I'm seeing right now how Hero's playing.
Yeah, and you can see that Queen's face. He was shocked. Like, he was just confused at how that could possibly happen. I'm kind of confused too. I thought for sure Queen would have more Mutalisks, more Econ. But somehow, like you said, Hero squeezed out those Mutas and secured the victory. And all of a sudden, we're on match point scan. Game 3 coming up, Polypoid. But we're going to go into a break first. Oh, no, we're not. We got the Hot 6 commercial.
Well, they weren't actually flashing the Hot 6 banner, but I guess we're gonna be moving to Hot 6 commercial break. Yeah.
I think they feel like this series might be over in a few minutes, so they gotta eke in that Hot 6 commercial because we may actually only have one break. Yeah. The way it's going. I mean, Hero is crushing, and right before the cast started, I looked them up on Spawnbong, and when I saw it was a 70% win rate for Queen for this year, like it's from the beginning of the year to now, I was a bit surprised at that, but now I'm even more surprised that Hero's winning when it really matters. I mean, in the past couple seasons, Hero has really turned it on. He's played exceptionally well.
Yeah, his Muta micro is on point. His ZVZ with the decision making and also the mind game against his opponent is so great there. I mean, who would have thought like he will be pulling out 7 pull? I mean, from last season he only played a lot of 9 pull, I believe, and it wasn't working out so well against Larva. Like, Larva was putting down like 3-4 spores each expansion and consistently using his Zerglings for the backstab and picking up Hero's drone, delaying all those eco boosts as much as he can. And Larva somehow just made a comeback that time all the time.
Yeah, Larva last season, it was just his season. As you mentioned, his ZVZ was impeccable. In the olden days, I know some players attempted to play Spore style, and the opponent would just always be able to use the Mutalisk to sneak in the Lings into the main. And it would just always fail from what I remember. The Spores just never worked. But these days, players like Larva, oh man, are they great with the Spore play. And there's just no opportunity for the one baser to actually make something happen. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Hero has gotten some tips from Larva because last season he crushed it. Now let me ask you here, Queen, he's down 2-0. I mean, he lost in kind of a crushing fashion. Do you think he's going to keep going for his hatch opener or his hatch first opener, or is he kind of obligated to play this one base style and kind of just
I feel like
mix it up?
I feel like he's not gonna be planning to mix up his build uh, until that 12 hatchery or hatch opener actually works. So I mean, he's already tried 12 hatchery or 11 hatchery 2 times in a row in game number 1 and game number 2, but game number 3, I feel like he'll try once again. I mean, he's already 2-0 losing this best of 5 series. Obviously, whatever the build he's gonna be doing, it's not gonna be working out so well. He gotta be taking a risk and do whatever it fits to his playstyle. He cannot be changing his playstyle at the moment.
Yeah, even if I'm not saying this is true or not, but even if 9 pull, for example, was like the counter here, it's true. Like if you practice certain strategies for this series, I mean, you just got to go with what you practice with. I'm starting to think about, remember the Sulky series where Sulky started up 2-0, and I think you were telling us that Calm had given him some tips, and then after he was up 2-0, Sulky felt confident and deviated from Calm's, I guess, suggestions, and then Sulky ended up losing 3-2. I mean, you kind of just got to go with what you've prepared. You don't go off the
Playstyle.
off the path. You just got to go with it. So I kind of agree. I think we're probably going to see the 12 hatch, and unfortunately, I think Hero for now he's just got it nailed. Like he knows exactly what to do versus it.
Yeah, Hero's absolutely dominating. I feel like Hero would be probably like to do anything. I mean, he's already up 2-0. He's just one game away from getting the 3rd place. Oh, we'll be coming back soon after the commercial break.
Okay, guys, we are back, and we're going to be getting into that ASL event.
ASL Season12 탐사위전 김명훈 선수와 조일장
Right now,
선수의 함께하고 계십니다.
casting ASL Season 12 third place match.
날카로운 빌드에 이어 정면 돌파라는 공격적인
Queen versus
판단까지
Hero.
연이어 성공시키면서
I mean, Queen
2대
has
0으로
been
세트를
doing
리드하고 있습니다. 온라인으로 시청하고
so far standard, but it
계신
wasn't working out so well. Hero has been sharpen up his build with the strategy. Things are working out so well, winning 2-0 so far. But we also gotta be talking about the ASL Season 12 event. The winner prediction. Vote for the winner prediction on ASL mainstream platform and leaving a comment as well. Share a message, and whoever gets the has got the lottery, you get the ASL card wallet. We also are selling the 60 seats of ticket for ASL Season 12 Finals, November 7, Sunday 6 p.m. KST. It is going to be casted on Freak Up Studio. There are 60 seats. We haven't gotten to see some audience for the final, but this is now opening up some seats. Go check it out if you want to buy some. And they're also doing ASL Season 12 Finals event, online event. Winner prediction once again. 5 people will get ASL card wallet. So same thing, once again, vote for the winner, leave a comment for a cheer message. This is an offline event. Oh, I guess they're doing also another lottery event, an offline event. 15 people will be getting ASL card wallet. And people who are also rooting for the players, the cheerful event, you also get the ASL uniform. And good luck for those people who like to earn those ASL jersey shirts. 5 people only get it. We'll be moving into game number 3 momentarily. It is gonna be played on Polypoid, Queen versus Hero.
Yeah, and this is match point for Hero. This is not what Queen was expecting. I mean, what time is it now? It's 7:30.
Yeah.
He's been here 30 minutes, and he's already one game away from his ASL being done. I mean, Hero's just crushed it, ending the game so quickly and decisively.
Yeah, maybe Hero's DVZ playstyles, I guess is just way too known for every single Zerg players to figure out like how they should be playing, and it was very interesting to see how he pulled out 7 pull on 2-player map.
Yeah, and you know that that's going to be on the ladder these days, so you Zerg players that enjoy ZVZ, well, I'm sure you're going to hit it quite often in the next couple of days or so. As Scan stated, potentially the final map is going to be Polypoid. This is Queen's pick, but so far it just hasn't worked out in his favor. And again, his face, he doesn't look too amused with how today is going. So he needs, well, he's got to get it together because this is potentially the last game. Let's get into game 3. Let's see if Hero can close it out.
Ooh.
Right, guys, in the top left, definitely needs you guys' support. It is Queen. And then in the bottom right, we have our player that's up 2-0. It is Hero.
Yeah, Hero, I would say he got the better spawning location with the mineral boost. Queen, if you're mining the mineral on the left side, you don't have any mineral boost. But let's see what Queen is actually going to be doing, whether he's going to be doing hatchery first or pool first. But we're going to be looking at the ASL win rate of this Polypoid versus overall and versus Zerg as well. Looks like they have a decent looking stats on Polypoid.
Yeah, and just something to point out here is interesting scout patterns for both players. We see Queen going for the typical scout pattern, wants to see if it's going to be a hatch first opener if Hero had spawned at bottom left. Meanwhile, Hero going the counterclockwise scout, and actually Hero is going to go for a 9 pool, and again we see Queen going for that fast overlord.
So yeah, so some people might be wondering about this overlord pathing. If you're ever sending that overlord to the other direction like this, You normally would like to turn the Overlord's head into the center of the map so you can see if opponent is going for the 9-pool. You would like to see the 9-pool Zergling is coming across the map in the middle of the map, but I guess both of the players are not going to be turning their Overlord's head. They're just going to be sending all the way to 7 o'clock.
Yeah, we were theorizing what Queen would open with on his last game, and this time around he's opted into the 12 pool, and this is going to be a great opener versus what Hero's gone for. Of course, Hero's going to have gas advantage in the early stages. We'll see if he wants to go straight lair, if he wants to get speed in this scenario.
Well, if I try to remember what exactly happened, how Hero was playing, Hero always go for metabolic boost against Larva, and every single 9-pool that Hero did from last season, it wasn't working out so well against Larva.
Well, he's looking to have some success here, because if he can be successful one more game, he's going to win 3rd place this season. He did go metabolic boost this time around, so it is not straight lair for him. First 8 Lings are already out in the map, but Queen's pool is already done, so he'll be able to match the Ling count pretty soon.
Ooh, I like how Hero is not... Okay, Hero did turn his Overlord at the bottom left. I mean, Hero is right now guessing all the way up to 1 o'clock, and now whenever they get to see the Overlord at the 7 o'clock side, now both of the players know, oh, you have to be at the cross-spawn location, and now Hero is gonna be sending 1 Zergling to scout those 6 Zerglings. 8 Zerglings are now coming. Queen might needs to want to pull some drone for some supporting, some hit.
Yeah, he has to, because it's 7 versus 8 right now, and soon to be 10, and that is
wow.
a drone gone, and three Lings get in, and he gets a 2nd drone. This is already a catastrophe for Queen. He might even lose a 3rd drone.
I mean, that is really sharp, like fiercing on breaking that ramp, and Hero is just everywhere, like with the Zergling. Okay, he wasn't paying attention with the Zergling there at the 4th second, losing 2 Zerglings, but he still didn't get that drone. That 1 drone is still low HP. I guess Hero feels like he has done a great amount of damage to Hero already, picking up 2 drones in the early stages, so he's just gonna be immediately pulling back all of his Zergling and start defending. I feel like he's gonna be rotating some Zerglings to the bottom side and maybe go for another backstab.
Ooh, he might, but that is a lot of Lings for Queen right now. He knows he has to deal some damage, so he's pumped out a ton of them, and this might be over-eager Hero. He almost gets caught, and you can tell that there's like a 4 Ling advantage for Queen right now, so Hero desperately needs to get on top of that ramp and set up his arc.
Well, I guess Hero will be buying some time. I mean, for Hero, he gotta save up his larva. He gotta save up some larvae for making 3 middles later on. So he wants to hold up those Zergling pressure from the high ground and also line up the Zergling as well.
I am getting worried for Queen because I'm waiting to see like that big evolution chamber block get placed. I don't see it just yet. Inspire's almost done, man. It feels like Queen isn't even planning to go evolution chamber. I think he's just going to try and Hail Mary it with the Lings and hope he can make it happen.
Well, if I remember correctly, I heard 9-pole speed can be stopped with a 5-minute evolution chamber. Remember like how we are always talking about the missile turret timing against the 2-hatch Mira, like putting down 5-minute, 35-second, like somewhere around there, putting down the missile turret. Same thing for in ZVZ against 9-pole Mira. So you have to put down the evolution chamber at 5-minute mark. So Queen got the evolution chamber.
Yeah, he got it at exactly 5 minutes, as you mentioned, and 1 Ling sneaks in, but the mutas are already out. And there I see some green dots across the map. I guess that's Hero's Overlord, just spotting to see. Now you can see that the Sim City is great. Evolution Chamber even blocking the Spore Colony, so it's and blocking the path into the main. So it's gonna be hard for these Lings to run by. This 1 Ling is being quite annoying though. Oh, it's not up in time. Goodbye, drones.
The 1 drone will fall. Well, I would say this is about nearly the even because, I mean, well, maybe not even because Queen did lose a lot of drone. So far, he did lose total 3 drones so far. And he does have the larva advantage and also just caught up with the alert attack. here, but Queen cannot actually invest his money for Spire yet. He gotta drone up a little bit more here, and these Zergling cannot get killed for free. I mean, those Zerglings are trying to buy some time and go for the backstab, or maybe even force Hero to cancel the hatchery. But if he doesn't able to cancel that hatchery, those Zerglings were wasted.
Yeah, they could have been drones and they could have powered Queen's Econ even more, but ooh, there's actually 2 Mutalisks here, and yeah, he's not gonna... Oh, there's more! He sent all of them back. He catches 3 or 4 Lings, may even catch some more. Meanwhile, that Ling in the main is still alive. We don't know if it actually killed anything. Doesn't look like it, but that is a super annoying Ling to have to deal with. But now Hero's actually up in supply, and as you mentioned, there's still no Spire, and Hero's Nat is done now.
Yeah, Hero's on point with this 9 pull speed into Lair, and he also just finished the Lair tech. He just finished the hatchery at the natural. He's also even investing another mineral for hatchery, just like how Soma did it against 815.
Yeah, so he's going to have a ton of larvae available. And the question for me is, first off, Fire just started for Queen. And look at the gas. Hero's up in gas still. Their nat gas timing is basically the same. And Hero already has 6 Mutalisks. So how does he recover this 700 gas difference in the air? I don't know. And it's larva advantage for Hero.
Well, something miracle must be happened, just like how Larva was doing with those the Zergling movement. We haven't gotten to see any miracle Zergling movement yet, but now both of the players are about to be mining the natural gas. But remember, for Queen, that spore is at the above the extractor. The drones always pop up from the bottom side. If Hero ever tends to pick up those drones at the extractor line, the gas line, then those drones easily get picked off.
Yeah, we may see Hero try and abuse that as the game goes on. I did notice that Queen put down a 3rd hatch for himself in his main, but there's going to be a couple more larvae available for Hero before that hatchery ends up finishing. Hero's still up only 2 supplies, so Queen has done a good job to recover his drone count, but still there is a huge discrepancy in the air. Another Ling gets taken down, but obviously not a big deal at this point.
Yeah, Queen is finally using some Vespene gas for Mutalisks. I'm pretty sure Hero is gonna be having armor 1 momentarily. I'm pretty sure he had been all those gas spent for the Muta right now, so he's gonna have a lot of Muta here too. Ooh, okay, another hatchery at the Queen's main base too.
Ooh, he's taking top middle. So that's one way to get back in this game. Recover that gas with your 3rd gas, or with a potential 3rd gas. Big drone cycle right there. What, like 4 or 5 drones ended up popping out. And another Ling gets into the main, but I mean, it's ZVZ. So he doesn't really scout anything abnormal. He just sees that it's typical. Just Spire in the main.
Wow, more drones are coming out.
Yeah, it looks like both players are content with just sitting on their side of the map. Now, I am getting a little bit... Okay, there we go. Ling scouts top mid. I was going to say, I was getting a little bit worried that this 3rd base might get up and running for Queen, and then he can put down spores. And that means that Hero's going to miss his window of opportunity to force a fight. But he's not using these 11 Mutalisks he has right now to try to force an engagement. There's only 6 Mutas out for Queen right now.
Well, we see Queen finally invested or spent all of his Vespene gas for something, and that is going to be Mass Scourge popping up from those eggs. That means Hero is ready to move out here, but before that, he needs to clear this Zergling in the center of the map. Okay, some Zerglings will go for 12 o'clock side and to see whether there's any Spore Colony. Okay, yeah, right now, Queen really needs to get Spore Colony at the moment.
Yeah, he has to. +1 armor is kicked in, and as we all know, this is a huge upgrade in CVZ. And this might be the fight of the tournament. This might be it. Mutas pounce on that 1st Spore Colony. Goodbye. 2nd Spore Colony is going to pop, and Queen has to defend this because he cannot win an air battle in the mid game unless he recovers some gas. But right now, this +1 armor is so powerful. The Spore did complete, though.
Yeah, the Spore did finish, but I feel like the Muta count is just way too much for Queen to defend. He does have 10 Mutalisks. Okay, 9 Muta versus something.
Well, he's doing a good job. That Spore might actually complete. He's got still 6 Mutas left over. Great control from both players. It's still 9 Mutalisk up for Hero, but the Spore did complete, and now you can see, oh, Lings are gonna come and save the day and take down this Spore, maybe? No, actually he's gonna back off. He sees Lings moving across the map. Oh, he's going to the Nat.
Okay, some distraction with some Zergling here too. For Queen also going for the backstab counterattack. Is he gonna be focus targeting on the Spire? Never mind. I don't think he does have enough Zergling for backstabbing the Spire, but he will be picking out one or maybe two drone. Okay, another counter attack by Heroes.
I think Queen might have done it because he's got his third base up. He survived the attack. I thought that those 6 lanes were going to kill the Spore, but he didn't, and that means that this third base is going to continue to be mining. However, that is a lot of Mutalisks that have just popped out for Hero. He intercepts some Lings, though, and he does have a decent amount of Lings left over, so he can easily run over this base. Look, it's only 6. Okay, there's the other Mutalisk. I was waiting. Here we go. This might be it.
I feel like this is way too much of a Mura, but I guess Hero is trying to. He didn't cancel the hatchery on time, but he does intercept some Mutalisks in the between of the second base and the third base. Hero Queen is not looking at his Mutalisk.
Oh, he loses. Well, +1 armor kicked in. Heroes slowly letting this game slip away. This is going to be the fight. Mutas are engaging on top of each other. Scourge in the back. Great control from both players. Oh, Scourge reinforcing for Queen. The Lings are sitting in the center of the map. Hero needs to use his Ling comboed with his army. Last Spore falls down. And we can see that Queen is actually going to use the Lings on his side, on the other side of the map to try and go for a backstab right now. This game's getting wild.
Yeah, the Muta count is really high for Hero here. Hero is trying to do another counter Zergling attack, but more Zerglings are just popped out from the main base. Both of the players are just consistently looking at the Muta micro here. Hero is not looking at his main base. Hero is just focusing on his Muta micro. We are looking at the minimap. His screen is on a Muta micro at the moment. He's losing tons of drone at the main base.
Yeah, he may lose every single drone he has. Okay, he just looked at his main right now, but he's already lost so many drones. I'll say luckily for him, he has 3 hatches, so he can recover his drone count, but this is the move that Queen needed. He's engaging Spores again. I feel like I'm having a repeat of the Larva series. Scourge are going to connect onto those Mutas, and I think Queen has more Mutas at this point. He does. It's just 5 for Hero. Look, he's now down in supply. Ling's running into the main.
Okay, Hero. I feel like Hero has thrown his Mutalisk for nothing. I guess the Zergling was trying to focus targeting on the Spire, but it's not working well. This Spire Spore building placement was blocking the path so well.
Oh, and he lost his Spire. It died. So he cannot build any more Mutalisks. And Queen's going, well, he may not take this game just yet, but he is primed to take it. He's got air superiority now. Hero's not mining in his main anymore. And as you mentioned, the Spire setup prevented those Lings from dealing almost any damage. And Queen's going to start running away with it.
I mean, how the hell Queen survived from that attack? I mean, that backstab was also a great move by Queen, but I'm not sure what the mistake was for Hero. Maybe not paying attention of those Zergling, and that's just pretty much caught off guard here. Some Zerglings trying to pick up some drone, but it's not working out well here. I feel like it's time for Hero to. Hero is the one who has to be putting down the Spore to defend the Muta harassment.
Yeah, I just don't know how Hero recovers now. Not only does he not have a Spire, he doesn't have even as many Mutalisks as Queen anymore. And Queen could be upgrading +2 armor, for example, and that would just be huge. This is going to be a small counterattack. There's nothing here, so maybe, but there's no Spores to help defend.
Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, Hero is not doing any of a Muta micro. I think he just wants to do some Zergling micro before he taps out. Queen will be winning this game number 3.
Yeah, Queen wins it, but Hero should have won there. Hero had such a good position, and unfortunately not able to close it out. But of course, for you Queen fans, he lives to fight another day, but he was so close to actually losing there. It's crazy.
It's, I guess, the pull first is the day for him to win this game. And I feel like, I hope he doesn't get overconfident and go for hatchery once again and somehow messes up and lose the game in game number 4 or game number 5. So yeah, they gotta do some. Both of the players has to do some mind game here for game number 4 momentarily. I think both of the players are checking out the replay. Oh, how did I make some comeback when I'm on this disadvantage side?
Yeah, Queen was down 700 gas. No joke. For him to recover like that is unreal. Hero just barely missed his timing at the third base, but that does set us up for game 4. We're going into a quick break, and then we'll be back with it. See if Queen can tie up the series. Oh, of course, we got the highlights. Yeah, these lings, look at this. They just ransack everything.
Yeah,
It's
look,
11 mutas.
yeah. I mean, he had a lot of mutilas. I feel like he was overly confident with the muta hitter. I mean, he took down the third base anyways. Why did he take a risk of like busting the natural here? Like he should have just constantly looked at his main base. Oh, I'm losing my drone. I gotta save my drone. I mean, he's already up on like 700 gas as you mentioned. He took down the third base anyways. I mean, Hero could have just played like standard here.
We're back, guys, and some new life has been given to Queen. He barely survives Game 3. Hero's so close from taking it 3-0. But now it's going to be Hero's pick. I'm trying to think, what's the last map?
Good night and lemon.
Yeah, Good Night. Of course, no Lemon is the last map, so Good Night coming up. And as we've talked about multiple times, Good Night is one of those maps where it has really, really close rush distances, right? So we may see some fireworks, especially if Hero ends, or if Queen goes for that 12 hatch. Looks like players are already ready. So with that said, let's just get straight into Game 4, guys. Again, this is still match point for Hero. 1 game away from closing it out and taking 3rd place in ASL Season 12.
I feel like if Queen wins this best of 5 series, like a reverse win, like down to 2-0 and then reverse win 3-2, winning this best of 5 series, I feel like on an interview he's gonna be overly cocky and saying something like, yeah, like, you know how Queen makes that a specific face when he talks?
Yes, yes. Everybody knows exactly what face you're talking about. So let's see, guys. Can Queen bring it back? Or is Hero gonna win here 3-1? Okay, so in the bottom left are Blue Zerg getting a victory in Game 3. It is Queen. And meanwhile, in the top left position, up 2-1, it is Hero. Now again, scout patterns. They're going to intercept each other in the center of mid-left this time around. Now, luckily for Hero, I think he'll be able to scout the Nat faster, so he'll be able to see that whether this is a 12 hatch or not.
Well, we see this time Queen is the one sending their Overlord into a different direction.
Yep.
So yeah, I feel like Hero is the one gonna be playing standard, maybe like making an Overlord into something. Maybe it can be a pool first, or it can be a gas first, or a hatchery first. We're gonna be looking at momentarily. Oh, Hero is not spending his money. Even Queen is.
This is going to be a early pool opener from both players. Both players going to go for 9 pool. And we just saw this unfold where it was mirrored builds. And Hero had the best of 0 of Queen until the very end.
The Overlord is going to be meeting each other.
Oh. We do have a difference here. Hero not going for the gas. Meanwhile, Queen is the one that is going to go for that fast gas.
Yeah, if someone ever asks me about the differences between the slower gas and then a faster gas, if you're going for the faster gas, you kind of want to get the metabolic boost really, really fast. But if you go for the late gas, you want to have more mineral income. Therefore, you can actually invest that 100 Vespene gas when you have almost 200 minerals. So I'm pretty sure Hero is the one not gonna be going for speed first. He will be going for a 9 pool into lair.
Yeah.
Drone.
Oh, it's not mining. He's got to fix that. Of course. Okay, there we go. Well, we've seen similar openings to... Oh my gosh, Queen actually went straight lair. I thought that it was going to be the metabolic boost like you were saying, and Hero was going to be the one going straight lair. So let's see. Okay, he goes straight lair, but you can see that there's a slight gas advantage for Queen, but because Hero's econ is a little bit better, I'm not sure if Queen still has 3 on gas and on his main. I know that a lot of Zerg players pull 1 off of gas.
Just by looking at how much of a Queen right now has with the Vespene gas, I think he took out 1 drone away from the gas, and okay, losing 1 Zergling like that for free, that's not great for Queen here. Hero knows what's coming, but Queen is the one spending 100 Vespene gas for metabolic boost. Hero hasn't.
Yeah, and I think it's become apparent now that Hero has also not spent the 100 gas on metabolic boost, because he's continuing to mine with 3 on gas, and he saw Queen recognize that and instantly put another drone back onto gas himself. But even though Queen had the faster gas now, look, Hero's actually up an entire 120 gas, so that's an additional Mutalisk for him.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Queen's plan is, but we have to look at this a little bit more carefully. Both of them will be going for the Spire Tech here. They're not even tending to move out with any sort of a Zergling move, but Queen got his metabolic boost in next maybe 5 seconds or so. Okay, I like how Hero is being greedy, taking on expansion without metabolic boost here.
You know, remember the Overlord was in the main the whole time, so he should be aware that, hey, a drone moved out. That's got to be a hatchery. So we'll see if Queen wants to punish it. Remember, he has speed, I think. I'm not too sure now because they caught up in gas. Did he cancel it?
I think he canceled it. Somehow they have the same amount of Vespene gas right now. So I feel like Queen canceled the Vespene gas, the metabolic boost for the having more additional Vespene gas here. And Hero is the one gonna have the larva advantage with the hatchery being much faster than Queen's natural.
Yeah, and I think that metabolic boost cancel was a smart move for Queen, recognizing that he definitely needs to at least be even in the mute account, and his Ling's probably not going to get the damage he was looking for. So we are just going to go into pretty identical openers. Both players may lose a single Ling like that, but okay, I guess the Spire already completed because we see Queen's supply just shot up a little bit slightly faster than Hero's.
We can see Hero open up his supply count all the way up to 33. Queen got stuck at here. He gotta make an Overlord. Yeah, Queen is not making an Overlord yet. Okay, he used another larva for 4th Mutalisk. Hero is the one having all those supply count advantage. So I'm pretty sure Hero might gonna be squeezing all of his Vespene gas and go for another some sort of like a Zergling Mira timing attack. Okay, losing one Mira.
If Hero was to attack right now, he knows that the Mutalisks were out of position, but it seems both players are just going to trade their Overlords. And as you mentioned, Queen didn't build an Overlord, so he's going to be supply blocked. And if only one Overlord was building, he's going to be supply blocked again. And this might be a moment of opportunity for Hero. Of course, he doesn't know Queen is supply blocked, but he's going to push out right now. And if I'm looking at this correctly, it's 5 Mutalisks versus just 4. And there's also 2 Scourge for Hero.
Yeah, more 6 Mira. And I'm pretty sure a couple Scourge is coming, so that is going to be 4 Scourges now, but somehow one Zergling will be surviving going in. Okay.
Well, Hero brought his Lings back. I'm surprised that he did that, but he still has the air advantage. He's trying to get on top of those Mutalisks. Scourge pop out in the nick of time, and I think that this is just an overwhelming amount of Scourge. There's only one Ling in the main of Hero, and there's no Mutalisks left over. This is it.
I mean, that's a great execution with the 6 Mira, 4 Scourge. Hero didn't lose a single Mutalisk. I mean, just Mira Micro was absolutely dominant with the Mira Micro battle.
Yeah, that was just complete outplay right there. He had the better execution, the better build order. And unfortunately for Queen, that supply block was massive. Because you could see he had 2 additional Mutas coming, but they weren't in time to help in the 6 versus 4 Muta fight.
Yeah, it wasn't having same amount of a Mira count in that Mira battle. Hero somehow once again winning this best of 5 series against Queen, just like last season.
Well, Hero, as I stated at the beginning of the cast, he's just on fire these days, even though he was taken down by Rush. I mean, Rush played out of his mind. I would say probably almost any other Terran in the same game situation versus Hero probably would have lost, because Hero was just playing ridiculously well. So Hero, he's just on another level right now, and this was the moment. It's 6 Mutas versus 4. The supply block just finished, and it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late. I mean, he cannot do the Muta Micro. I mean, he tried to fire that Mutalisk like 3 times and it didn't even fire.
Yeah, you don't see that often from pros like that. They have the best Muta Micro, of course, and they always get as much damage done as possible. But this time around, nothing went well for Queen, and that means Hero is going to be our 3rd place finisher. Congratulations to him. And of course, we're going to be going into an interview with our winner.
Yeah, it's so sad to see when players is packing up their keyboard from the background. Alright, ASL Season 12, 3rd place match, Queen versus Hero. We finally done casting. Hero is the one gonna be winning this 3rd place match, best of 5 series against Queen. Congratulations. And once again, you are winning against Queen, best of 5 series just like last season. How do you feel about today?
일단은 3등이라도 해서 너무 좋고요.
So first of all, he kind of feels happy that he got into a 3rd place. He kind of a little bit disappointed that he wasn't able to go up to final when he plays against Rush from last week. So what can be
뭔가 자신감이 좀 넘쳤어요. 이번 시즌에
what can be
내가 질까? 뭐 이런 멘트도 했었지만 뭔가 이번 시즌에는
so the caster was asking Hero what can be leaving us some like nice memory for us from this ASL Season 12. So he kind of Hero kind of thinks he kind of liked about the interview where he was saying how confident he was in the interview. Can I actually lose? Like, can I lose against Light? He said that in round of 8 when he was playing against Light. So that was kind of like a memorable moment for him, and also during the interview, how overwhelming confident.
한번 뭔가 생각을 해봤더니 뭔가 일회용으로 쓸만한 빌드 같다는 생각이 들더라고요. 그래가지고 해봤는데.
So they're talking about the game number 1.
4강 때 이렇게 빌드를 짜볼 걸 생각이 들더라고요.
조일장 선수가 평소에 좀
Since it's a best of 5 series, you have a lot of games to play anyway, so why not just try out like one-time usage of a build order strategy just like 7-4. He kind of regrets that he wasn't able to do like a one-time usage of a build order strategy against someone in semi-final like Rush.
3등보다
So he kind of regrets about it.
일단은 결승을
So
목표로
Hero,
해볼게요.
he's not he's happy to be on a 3rd place for the ASL Season 12, but he really wants to be in the final once again, just like last time in Season 4, I believe. Yeah, he really wants to go up to final for the future tournament. Any last word to your fan?
이번에 결승을 못 가서 너무 죄송하고
For this season, ASL Season 12, I was not able to climb up to final.
하겠습니다.
I'll try my best for the future tournament. Looking forward. I'll be looking forward to climb up to final. Thank you for rooting me. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the interview. And congratulations to Hero getting into 3rd place.
Nicely done from Hero today. We're getting a rundown of how things unfolded. You could see off to the races with the 2-0 lead, then barely does Queen get a win in Game 3. Then of course the game we just saw. Unfortunately, Hero, he's just a killer. He realized that he had a moment of opportunity to win the game, attacks right before the end of the supply block and takes the series 3-1. But at least we got to Game 4 because based on how things were going in Game 1 and 2, it really looked like it was going to be a 3-0. And now, what everybody has been waiting for. We've got the finals coming up next Sunday, guys. It's going to be Mini versus Rush, as I pointed out previously. Keep in mind, it's at 6 p.m., 1 hour earlier than usual. So definitely set your alarms to the correct time. Because if the series goes similar to how today went, we could already see like a 2 or 3-0 in the first hour.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch this ASL final next week. I'm pretty sure, like, I was watching Rush's stream like Friday or somewhere around there, like a Friday or Thursday. Rush was starting off Flash's VOD. Like, Rush was pretty much looking up all those Spampang match history, Flash versus Mini, and whenever Flash is facing against Mini's Nexus first, like, Flash always executes Mini's Nexus first, and Rush was pretty much starting off of that. I wonder, Mini is also aware of that Cheese Rush by Rush in final. What other I wonder how well he's gonna be prepared for Mini.
Well, we're gonna have to keep that in mind when Sunday happens for that 12 Nexus and see if Rush is able to execute Mini as you're talking about. I think he needs to definitely rewatch that Light versus Snow game because we know Mini is someone who likes to be crazy aggro, not just in the first 5 minutes, not just in the first 15 minutes. Like, he's still going for the shuttle play. He's still going for the non-stop harassment, even at the 30-minute mark. And Light played versus Snow perfectly on Polypoid. We got that split map scenario. We had like 40 tanks at some point, and it was just perfect, impeccable defense from Light. I think that's another way that Rush could seal the deal. Now for Mini, he's just so deadly with his timings that it's going to be hard to stop him. A lot of times I see him just outright kill people in the first 10 minutes. They just can't keep up versus his non-stop onslaught. So this should be a very close series. I'm curious what the spawn bong statistics are. I didn't get to look them up before today started, but are these two like evenly matched, do you think, from spawn bong?
Well, I'll say they're about the same record, but maybe I'll look it up right now before the caster wraps it up. Okay, let me see 2021 of their history. So January 1st to October. Let me look up the player. Let's see. What was the name? Oh yeah, Penunje. So let me look up real quick. Found his name, and where is Rush? Where is Rush? So the 2021 overall match is gonna be Mini is leading the score on Spampang. 144 games, 75 wins, and 69 losses.
Oh, but that's pretty darn close. That's almost 50%.
Yeah, that is definitely 50%. And the last time they played each other was October 18. So that was like almost 2 weeks ago. So I'm pretty sure they're pretty much like thinking and doing some mind game how they gotta be prepared for this final match.
Yeah, and when you've played each other 150 games throughout the year, you know, that's 15 games a month. That means you're playing them at least every other day. So these players have a lot of history. There's going to be obviously a lot of mind games. I know that you know that I like to do this. So I'm actually going to do this. So we'll have to keep that in mind. We'll have to keep that in mind and see how both players are going to kind of deviate from their typical play.
True. Yeah, it looks like casters are about to like wrap things up. This third place match, the memorable moment I would say would be like the 7-pull. I mean, the 7-pull strategy, like the last time I've seen was like 3 years ago, just like I said in the beginning of the game. Like Zealot was doing it against Queen. Like remember like how Queen was done with his military service and he was trying out the ASL, and he won the first place, didn't he?
I can't remember what the results were.
I'm pretty sure it was in season 9. Yeah, it was in season 9. Like Queen immediately came back to play ASL, and he was playing his ASL qualifier against Zealot in Seoul qualifier. He got knocked out by Zealot by 7-pull in first game on Overwatch, the 2-player map, the blue map.
Ah, yes, Overwatch. I remember that map. I mean, that's a great map, great 2-player map. I bet Zero instantly thought about that once he got 7-pulled again. He's like, man, this freaking build, it always gets me in ASL. I will be looking forward to ASL 13. It would be funny to see if actually Queen pulls out the 7-pull versus one of his Zerg opponents. But yeah, that was a cool execution from here or there in that particular game. And casters have wrapped it up, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Definitely tune in next week. It's the finals. We're going to crown our champion, and it's going to be a new champion. Neither player have won ASL before, so that's very exciting. Definitely don't want to miss it. Me and Scan will both see you there.